Bardic lore. Now this is spells and magics. Yeah, sure.
So my question would be, what was the source of the two energies that just affected me?
Huh. Huh, huh, huh. So, you've heard that the restless spirits of the dead, especially wraiths, when they become aware of a creature or entity that they're not familiar with, they want to examine it very, very closely so that they can understand it and identify whether or not it poses any threat to them. And the behavior of the icy presence reminds you of the behavior of wraiths. The fire, you have heard in snippets of lore and tales that there are certain parts of the world that almost have a life of their own, and that particularly traumatic events or particularly powerful events can cause the birth of such a place. And simultaneously, that one of the features of these places is that they tend to modify the way that magic works in strange and unexpected ways. So you think that you are coming under the simultaneous influence of a wraith and unholy ground.
Excellent.
Where did you hear about these snippets of information?
They were actually foretold in a bunch of books I read while I was doing research on the beautiful ice maidens of the El-ridden forests. But that was really the part that I was keeping most of my eyes on. So I only glanced over that bit. I do recall the little bit and still have quite an interest in the fire and the unearthly words that I keep hearing. So.
Okay. So, what are you guys' plans now? You guys wanted to roll a spout lore on the orb.
Yeah, Lobelia wants to check out the items, I think.
I wanted to do that, and then I want to examine the spider afterwards.
Okay.
I'm
Go ahead and
pretty
spout
ADD.
lore.
All right. I only have +1, so we'll see if I do anything with this. Oh,
okay, cool.
So that's
so I'll tell you something interesting. It's up to you to make it useful. This orb seems to be, so you begin examining it and studying it, and you think you see flickering flashes of statuary and sarcophagi and just pitch black halls and tombs as you scry into this orb, and you believe that this is an orb of scrying that probably has a companion orb somewhere else. Ooh. And you can see between the two.
All right. After I come out of the haze after feeling up the orb, I look at Magnus and I go, I believe that this is an orb that is used for scrying. Normally these come in companions, so there's another one that I feel like someone might be watching us through this. I would hide this.
What do you see when you peer through it?
I'm statues and sarcophagi and halls of tombs, and I can't really make sense of it. And I kind of think back and I go, I wish Lady Amsel was here.
Me too. Perhaps it is the temple of the ancient gods, but I do agree we should hide it.
All right, I take the orb and I place it back into my backpack.
Cool.
And now I'm going to go check out the spider.
Yep, she's collapsed on her back.
I want to look for that dagger, see if it's still
yeah.
somewhere around there, and if I see anything else.
Yeah, you find another dagger. It looks like whatever was on it has been wiped off by the flesh of rock. But, you know, it's a black iron dagger. And you also see on her waist, like right around her hips where they join with the spider's carapace, there's actually like a black satchel composed of some sort of like smooth black leather.
I'm going to snatch that right up.
Okay.
And open it up and look inside.
Let's see what you find. Mm-hmm. Not villages. Rulebook. That's not what I'm interested in right now.
I open it up and I see a tiny village of
A
fairies.
village. You see a town. Yeah. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Would you roll 1d12 plus 5?
1d12 plus 5.
Like it's for the amount of gold or something.
15.
15. Oh my god.
That's either a loot table or we found 150
That's
gold.
like a creepy
Or
laugh. He does
150
this creepy laugh when bad things are going to happen.
Spiders will just...
You
They just like
find
attack me and jump on my face.
the first thing you find is a scroll. And it looks like a scroll that details exactly how to open a portal to another plane of existence.
Ooh.
And roll again. Yeah. Cool.
It's those
Okay,
loot tables, yo.
Let me think. What could it... Oh, cool. Okay, yes. You search inside and you find a little pamphlet that's written in the common tongue, and inside are a number of hymns that all praise Valistraz, the Ice Queen. Searching more deeply within this satchel, you find a black iron like band. It's just like a little, almost like a collar with a latch on one side and a hinge on the other side. And there is a long silver chain that is currently wrapped around the edge of the band. There's like a groove set into it. As soon as you touch it, like your skin crawls and your teeth sort of curl, and you can feel this incredible magic sort of emanating off of this iron band.
All right. So I don't know what it does, but it gives me irky feelings.
It's probably like the diameter of the band is probably like 2.5 feet across. So it would actually like, you could use it as a hula hoop bell. You're holding it like this.
It's like the Mary Poppins bag.
Yeah.
All right. I wonder. I mean, do I see anything else other than this this pouch and the dagger?
That's all you found.
I do want to also take maybe a vial of the spider's blood.
Okay.
Why
Yeah,
not?
you can refill the vial that you poured out the black and silver liquid from.
All right. I'm going to put everything back into this little satchel, and I'm going to, except for the hymns, I'm going to keep those out. I'm going to put the satchel onto my belt, if it'll fit, and bring over the hymns to Lord Wyman and say, I found this and I think it might be of use for you. It appears to be hymns that praise Valistraz.
What are you doing with the band?
I just put it back in the bag.
Okay.
I don't know what to do with it.
Cool. Lord Wyman, what's your take on this?
I mean, I suppose I could. I'm actually not. Is there something that I can actually roll off my charisma or my wisdom that would let me learn more than we've already learned?
You could spout lore if you've like seen the hymns before or something.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah,
You could spout lore.
Let's do that. That seems to make the most sense.
That's
let
versus
me
your
spout.
intelligence, of course.
Okay, it goes against me a little bit, but that's okay. +0, an 8.
Okay. Yeah, like psalters like this. This is a psalter, Psalter. are often written in honor of various gods. And you know that this is a psalter to Valistraz.
Does it have anything about, would there be anything contained about any weaknesses about Valistraz or anything else about his followers or anything that we should know that would help us?
It's all psalms about, like her suffering when she was buried head upside down in the earth, and, how long she waited gathering power, and how she's going to resurge and, bring about a glorious, era for the weak and the downtrodden, and usurp all of the,
Is there anything about the portals?
No.
In it? Okay. Okay. Bill, I'm afraid I don't have much more than what you already know, but I'll keep these safe just in case.
Yeah, I figured that you just want to have them around. Maybe you can sing them someday. Add them to your collection.
Steven,
Thank you.
as all this is like transpiring around me and Lobelia's going and getting all the items, she's talking with Lord Wyman, I went over and collected my shield and then got down on one knee with the shield in front of me, using it to keep myself up with my head bowed. And I prayed to STR using my human racial. Or using guidance, one of the rotes of the cleric. And say, STR, I have sworn this foul demon in your name, and now I seek guidance of where we should go within this tomb.
Awesome. Let's see, guidance. The symbol of your deity appears before you. So you don't actually need to roll to cast a spell. I figure your slaying of the demon in the name of STR is enough. Let's see. What is the symbol of STR?
I think I said what it... Didn't we say it was like a mini dumbbell or some stupid shit like that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think that's what we said.
So, a mini dumbbell appears, and it sort of hovers in the air in front of you, and then it moves straight over to the new pouch that Lobelia got, and then it moves over to the other wall where there's that patch of wall that is sort of slightly discolored or reflects light differently, and then it hovers there.
Okay. I say I understand. I stand up, turn to the party, and I say, STR has shown us the way. We must follow now. And I start walking towards that way.
Are you sure you wouldn't like to make camp after that long battle? I'm quite exhausted.
I stop as I'm walking with my back still turned to the party, and kind of shoot Lord Wyman and Lobelia look, seeing what they say.
That's fine with me.
I think we should continue on, personally.
I put my head up in the air.
And I walk
well,
over
if
to
this
Rock.
is a vote, then Rock, you are the decider.
Yeah, no, I put my head up in the air. And I'm just
Hold on, I've got something just for this moment. Da na 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 da na 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 da na na na.
Quellem sort of leans on his spear, and he clutches his side, and he's still gashed up, and he sort of leans against the spear and says, "I know that I for one wouldn't mind a little drink."
I agree. Some celebration for saving the maiden.
Saving the maiden.
all right. I walk over and shut the door that we walked through, and then study the room to make sure it's good enough for a camp.
And I follow him around there, and I start setting up some little traps here and there.
Cool. Okay. You only have one trap, right?
Yes.
Cool. Are you setting it up down at that?
How many doors do we have? How many openings are there right now? There's one door that we came through.
Did I actually pull you over onto this page? Yeah. So if you look at in Roll20, I've got a layout of this room. There's the open door on the left, the squiggly closed door on the right, and the southern open hallway. And right now, only the open hallway is open.
All right. I'm going to put a trap on the open hallway. And the squiggly line is what? That's where we came from?
That you came from the left. The squiggly one
Oh.
is the one on the right, which is opposite.
Okay, so yeah. I think what I'm gonna have to do is bust out another trap out of my adventuring pack.
Okay.
Put up another one.
Where are you putting it?
We have one opening where the door was that we came through,
Yes.
and the one to the south.
Yes.
Yes.
Which door would it come through? East or west?
The one on the left,
You
Okay.
came through the left door. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Which
where
is
they're.
west.
And then the bottom one is open.
Mhm.
The whole hallway. And what's on the squiggly one exactly?
That's another patch of wall that reflects the light differently. It looks like there's another secret door over there.
Okay, and I'm gonna go over there and just examine it while everyone's kind of like chillaxing.
Okay. What do you want to find?
I just want to see if there's anything dangerous going on around it, or if there's a trap.
Okay. You spend some time thoroughly examining it. You can tell there's nothing dangerous. There's no trap, and it is controlled by another similar sort of flywheel in the wall that's hidden behind another hidden panel.
I'm gonna take one of my like tools and try to like wedge it in there so that it can't try to make it so it won't budge and open.
Okay.
Kind of make it like a.
Yeah. Let me see.
I don't know if there's something I need to roll to do that.
Nah. I'll let you just do it. So yeah, you just shove something in there and try to lock the door closed.
Oh, that iron dagger that I got that I'm not gonna use. Just shove that in there.
Perfect. Okay, cool. So you all make camp. You're in a very safe place right now. So you managed to pass a night pretty uneventfully. Everybody mark down one ration. Unless, of course, like most of the people in the party, you don't have to eat rations.
It was only me and Irolo. So.
And now, Magnus also.
I'm a human.
Yes. Which means that whenever he makes camp in a dungeon or a city, he doesn't need to consume a ration. What did you hunt on your way in here, Magnus?
I hunted wild ferret, as I hear that they're delicious.
Awesome.
I made a meal of ferrets. Yes.
Sounds good.
As we're sitting around the campfire, I turn to Magnus and say, "Your bear, does he eat?"
He does. He does indeed. He'll eat any kind of meat.
I throw him some of the. Oh fuck! You said they weren't actually the Empress. I throw him some of my rations that I have on my person.
Okay. Mark one down. You throw him some beef jerky or whatever, which he's snaps down gratefully. So all of you regain half of your maximum hit points.
Sweet.
So can you tell me how, if I have 23, I regain 11?
Yes.
Okay. That's a lot.
Yep.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
That's why I didn't want to rest, was because we had already used a bunch of potions and stuff like that,
that's
or
okay.
bandages. That's why I didn't want to. But I was full health. I was ready to rock and roll. But I guess other people weren't.
So yeah, you sit down, take a rest, tell each other tales of what you're doing here and where you've come from.
As we're sitting around, I also ask, who collected the items from the previous room? We should divvy those up. I say I remember there being a ring that the ring of protection. I
thought we
do
divvied them
require
out
that.
in the other room. But
I have the Rod of Terror and the Wand of Frost.
So let's see.
So you should keep those. I don't want anything to do with those.
That's why I have them, Rock.
And Quellum has the spear, or did someone else take it from him once we realized it was magical?
I gave him the spear. I never did
he
anything
gave
with
him
it
it after he found out that it was magical.
Okay. It looks like Lobelia has the Rod of Nullification,
Yep.
and I don't have recorded who has the
Okay,
ring.
well, I'll go ahead and
took
take
the,
it then.
I took the 5 throwing daggers and the rod of obsidian.
You said there was a
That's
ring
the
of
only thing.
protection, right?
Yes.
I'll go ahead and
Yes.
take that.
Okay.
And it just gives +1 armor, right?
There's
Yes.
another ring too.
Yes. It has 6 garnets on it, and it's a ring of spell storing.
I don't want that.
So I could take that if no one else wants to. But I'm kind of
Okay.
suck at using magical items, even though like that's a new thing that I have the ability to do.
That's only for magic wands. The ring of spell storing works automatically.
Oh, okay.
I ask, as we're all sitting around, I say, Quillum, how is the spear treating you?
And he says, well, as you know, Rock, I don't know that I'm the right person to be carrying this. I'm not a real trained fighter like yourself, but I'm happy to keep it with me.
I look at Magnus and kind of eye him up and down, looking at his weaponry, and I say, would perhaps you want to use this spear?
Tell me about it.
We do not know much except that it is a spear of souls, and it currently has 2 souls.
Yeah.
3.
So
3 souls.
it's a spear. It's deep blue metal. And it has like a ghostly echo when you move it. Like you can hear it and you can see like the ghostly echo. It's Spear of Souls, as he said. That's what the name of it is. It ignores all armor and yeah.
You can choose.
3 souls contain a max of 5 souls, and currently has 3. Every time it gets a killing blow, it gains another soul, and choose to expand a soul to ignore armor. So you can like not take damage by utilizing a soul.
TLDR, it's fucking badass.
Yeah, it's badass. So basically, you want to always get the last hit, and we'll like back off and be like, kill that thing.
I would be proud to wield this. Are you sure? I mean, we've only just met, but I would absolutely use this and wield this in battle.
Look around, good sir. I think that you are the most well-known.
Magnus and Quellum fight for it.
Yes, duel.
Maybe a duel. Quellum.
Quellum sort of like clutches his wounds and he says, Magnus can have this spear.
Come on, entertainment.
I walk up to Quellum and I meet his gaze and I say, I don't blame you for backing down. And I trade my spear with the Spear of Souls.
Okay.
Nice.
He takes your spear, puts it on his back next to his other spear, and hands you the Spear of Souls. It's trail ghosting as it makes its way into your hand. You feel it humming as the smooth sort of like cream-colored handle shivers in your grasp.
You said it has 3?
It has 3 souls now.
Currently.
Okay.
Who has the wand with the wall of ice, cone of cold, and ice stone?
That would be me.
Okay,
Lord Wyman. Who can't use
and
one?
I guess I'll hold on to the coin then, because we had 110.
That's correct.
Can any of us use wands? None of us can.
Only Lobelia.
Oh, okay.
She's a thief. She knows how to activate magic devices.
I
unlocked
use
that
rods,
when we first got
right?
our first one.
Yes, you can use rods.
Maybe I should give this.
Do you want to trade? You can take the Rod of Nullification, and I'll take the wand.
Yes, let's trade.
Okay. Tradesies.
So it's a 3-charge wand of frost that can cast Ice Storm, Cone of Cold, or Wall of Ice.
Yep.
Yes.
And you're giving me what?
I am giving you a
Rod of Nullification.
It's obsidian raised runes. It's eradicate magic effect for the duration of its effect.
Yep.
Why don't we, before we take a quick break, who leveled up here? I know Ryan did.
Me.
Did you level up, Wheat?
I technically get to activate my last level that hadn't been activated yet.
Okay.
Cool.
So what did you all choose for your advanced moves when you leveled up? So we can get this out of the way, then we'll take our break.
Vicious Cacophony to add additional damage.
Okay.
Vicious Cacophony.
Also, what you get 8? What was it, Steven? You also get a stat, a +1 to a stat.
Yes, you get to increase a stat by 1.
I think I am going to increase my charisma to 18. Wait, you know what? Let me just double check.
That would put you at +3.
Yeah, it would. So that's what I'm going to do.
Cool. All right, and Lobelia?
I'm gonna go with shoot first. You're never caught by surprise. When an enemy would get the drop on you, you act first instead. And I'm going to increase my intelligence, and now I'm going to be at 14 intelligence, which does not give me a +1 yet, right?
Yeah, no.
14 is still +1.
Yes, +1. Right.
Yeah. Cool.
And 15 will put me at +2?
16 is +2.
16. Oh, it's so far away.
Yeah.
But 3 is the max we can do, right?
Yes,
Okay, +3.
18 is the maximum.
Okay, cool.
So Magnus, you get to increase one of your stats by 1, and you get to take
Okay.
an advanced move. So
I am going to increase my strength by 1.
okay, that puts you at 13, which gives you a +1.
Yep. And I'm going to take man's best friend, which means you allow your animal companion to take a blow that was meant for you. The damage is completely negated, and your animal companion's ferocity temporarily becomes 0. And if it's 0, you can't use it. And then after a couple of hours, it comes back.
Awesome. Super sweet. And maybe we'll take our break and then come back and continue.
Yeah, we'll take our middle of show hour number 2 break here, and we'll come back and we'll be in hour number 3. So thank you all for watching. We'll be back right after this quick break.
Peace.